something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. The man in motion is Brown.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You look at this Browns defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Hurts.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Come on, come on.
An inside run with Jenkins.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He finds his target, Beckham. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Dobbins is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Sanders to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Greg Zerline on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
That's some good hard running there as he push his way forward for about 5. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun here, Sanders. He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On the ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me at a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A quick throw here out to Brown. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll make
at second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a pickup of 6.
Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time.
Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Browns 17, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Ooh, the juke. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
To throw now. Here's Sanders.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Shador.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
That's good.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
On first down, Sampson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Sampson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Eagles first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Eagles get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Sanders.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for his wideout. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing again at Sanders. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Throwing is Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Throwing, Sanders.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And I believe that that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. Well, this has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Sanders. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Get it!
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hurts.
This will be caught at about the 5. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Barkley.
And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ready?
To throw is Sanders. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 6.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Warriors 70. Ready? Cowboy 8.
Sanders to throw. He's got him in. That's Bond. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready, set.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Out of the shotgun, they move with Barkley.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Smith here. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
54-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Eagles 20.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen pass to Connor. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass complete. Goddard.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Now back to throw.
And he is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now Hurts going to move him around.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Throwing is Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Black 20. Cut.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Go, Talon! 180!
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these